212, stage 4, 212, and our last headword was story, full stage revision. Okay, so let's pick up from where we ended. Okay, here we go. When did the last season? Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So let's start again. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
First question. Can you express a very simple idea quite well in English? Can you express a very simple idea quite well in English? Yes,
Yes,
I can
I can
express
express
a
the
very
simple
simple
idea
quite
quite
well
well in English.
in English. Very good. Okay. Do you think it's easier to express your thoughts in writing or in speaking? Do you think it's easier to express your thoughts in writing or in speaking? I think
I
it's
think it's
easier
easier
to
to
express my
express
thoughts
in
in
speaking.
speaking. Very good. Okay, next. What's the past of speak? What's the past of speak? The past
Just
of speak.
speak is spoke.
Very good. Okay. Which language did we speak during the last lesson? Which language did we speak during the last lesson? We spoke
We
English
spoke English
during.
that is the last lesson.
Greg, what's the past of come? What's the past of come? The
The
past of
past of
come
come is
is
came.
came. Very good. Okay. What time did you come here last lesson? What time did you come here last lesson? I came
We
here
came
at
here at
p.m.
4:30 p.m.
last lesson.
last lesson.
Very good. What's the past of break? What's the past of break? The past of
The
break
past of
is
make
broke.
is broke.
Did you ever break an arm or a leg when you were a little child? Did you ever break an arm or a leg when you were a little child? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
never
never
broke
broke
an
an
arm
arm or
or
leg
when I
when I was
was
a little child.
very good. What did you wear yesterday? What did you wear yesterday? I wore
I wore black shirts yesterday.
yesterday. Very good. Did I write anything on this piece of paper last lesson? Did I write anything on this piece of paper last lesson? Yes or no?
No, you didn't write anything on that piece of paper last lesson.
Very good. What time did you get up this morning? What time did you get up this morning? I got up
I
at
got up at 7 o'clock in this
this
morning.
morning. Very good. Okay. Did we stand up after the last lesson? Did we stand up after the last lesson? Yes,
Yes,
we
we
stood up
stood up
after.
after the last lesson.
Did the sun shine last week? Did the sun shine last week? Yes or no?
Yes, the sun shone last week.
Very good. Did you take any photographs on your last holiday? Did you take any photographs on your last holiday? Yes or no?
Yes,
I took
I took
some
some
photographs
photographs
on my
on my
last.
last holiday.
Wait, did you tell me your names? Did you tell me your name? Yes, I
Yes,
told
I
you
told you
my name.
my name.
Wait, did anybody in your family drive a car last year? Did anybody in your family drive a car last year? Yes or no?
Yes, somebody in my family drove a car last year.
Very good. Did you remember all the new words last lesson from the lesson before that? Do you remember all the new words last lesson from the lesson before that? No, I
No,
didn't
I
remember
didn't remember
all
all
the
the
new
new work
last lesson from
last
the
lesson
lesson before that.
from the lesson before that.
Some I
Some
remembered
I remember
and
and
some
some I
I forgot.
forgot.
Very good. When did you see the what did you see in this classroom last lesson? What did you see in this classroom last lesson? I saw
I
some
saw
books,
some
some
books,
chairs,
some
a
chairs,
teacher,
a
etc.
teacher,
in that
etc.
classroom
in that classroom
last lesson.
last lesson.
Very good. Where did you sit during the last lesson? Where did you sit during the last lesson? I sat
I sat here during
during.
the last lesson.
Very good. What did you eat for your lunch yesterday? What did you eat for your lunch yesterday? I ate
I
some.
ate some bread, some vegetable, etc. for my lunch yesterday.
Where did I give you a dictation last month? Did I give you a dictation last month? Yes or no?
Yes,
You
you give
gave
me
you
a
gave
dictation,
me a dictation
a dictation
last
last
month. Very good.
month.
When did last season begin? When did last season begin? Last
The
season
last season began
on the month
on
of.
the month of September.
Very good. What did you drink with your breakfast this morning? What did you drink with your breakfast this morning? I drank
I
some
drank some coffee
with
with
my
my breakfast
this morning.
this morning.
How long did you sleep last night? How long did you sleep last night? I slept
I slept 8 hours
last
last
night.
night.
Very good. Okay. Next. Are there any hills around your city? Are there any hills around your city? Yes or no?
Yes, there are some hills
Around
around my
my
city.
Very good. Do people generally laugh when they're happy or unhappy? Do people generally laugh when they're happy or unhappy? People
Yes, people
generally laugh
generally laugh
when they're
when
happy.
they are happy.
Do you laugh when you watch comedies? Do you laugh when you watch comedies? Yes,
Yes,
I
I
laugh
laugh
when I
when I
watch.
watch more comedies.
Very good. What's the opposite of the word friend? What's the opposite of the word friend? The opposite
The
of the
opposite
word
of the
friend
word friend
is
is
enemy.
enemy.
Were Britain and America enemies during the Second World War? Were Britain and America enemies during the Second World War? No, Britain
No,
and
Britain and
America
America
weren't
were
enemies
enemy
during the Second
during
World
the
War.
Second
They
World
were
War.
friends.
They were friends.
Very good. Are there any old castles in your city? Are there any old castles in your city? Yes or no?
No,
There
there
aren't
aren't
any old
any other
castle
castle
in
in my
my
city.
city. Very good. Okay. Are you hungry at the moment? Are you hungry at the moment? Yes or no?
No, I'm not
I'm
hungry at the moment.
Are there a lot of hungry people in some parts of the world today? Are there a lot of hungry people in some parts of the world today? Yes,
Yes,
there
there
are
are a lot of hungry people
in some
in
parts
some
of
parts
the
of
world
the world
today.
today.
Wait, does your stomach make noises when you're hungry? Does your stomach make noises when you're hungry? Yes or no?
Yes,
My
my
stomach
stomach makes
makes
noisy
noises when I'm
when I'm hungry.
very good. Okay, next, tell me a geographical fact. Tell me a geographical fact, please. Mount
The
Everest
Mount
is
Everest
the
is the
highest
highest mountain
mountain
in the
in the
world.
world. Very good. Tell me a historical fact. Tell me a historical fact, please. The Second
The
World War
Second World War
began
began in
in 1939.
1939.
Very good. Tell me a mathematical fact. Tell me a mathematical fact, please. 2 plus
2
2.
plus 2 equals 4.
Very good. Okay. When you get hungry, what do you do? When you get hungry, what do you do? When I get
When I get
hungry,
hungry,
I
I
eat.
eat.
Very good. Do you think your English is getting better? Do you think your English is getting better? Yes, I
Yes,
think
I
my
think my
English is
English
getting
getting
better.
better.
Very good. About how much does a doctor get a month? About how much does a doctor get a month? A doctor
I
gets
get
about
a million yen
per
a
month.
month.
Very good. Do you get any cards from your friends on your birthday? Do you get any cards from your friends on your birthday? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
get
get
some
some
cards
cards from
from
my
my
friends
friends
on
on
my
my
birthday.
birthday. Can I get clothes from a bookshop? Can I get clothes from a bookshop? No, you
No, you
can't
can't get clothes from
from
a
a
bookshop.
bookshop. Which animal do we get milk from? Which animal do we get milk from? We get milk
We get
from a
milk
cow.
from a cow.
Very good. Will you go and get a pen for me from the next room? Will you go and get a pen for me from the next room, please? Yes, I'll
Yes,
go
I'll go
and get
and
a
get a
pen
pen for
for
you
you
from
from the
the
next
next.
room. Very good. When children are young, do their parents get them from school each day? When children are young, do their parents get them from school each day? Yes,
Yes,
when children are
when
young,
children are
their
young,
parents
their
get them
parents
from
get
school
them
each
from
day.
school each day.
Very good. Will you get that book from the table and give it to me? Will you get that book from the table and give it to me, please? Yes, I'll
Yes,
get that
you
book
get that
from the
book from the
table and
table
give it to
and give
you.
it to you.
Very good. What time do you generally get to school for your lesson? What time do you generally get to school for your lesson? I generally
I
get
generally
to
get to
school at
school at 9 o'clock for my lesson
9 o'clock in the
in the morning
for my lesson.
for my lesson.
Very good. What time do you generally get home at the end of the day? What time do you generally get home at the end of the day? I
I
generally get
generally
home
get
at
home
about
at, at about 8 p.m.
at the
at
end.
the end of the day.
Very good. What are the general meanings of the verb get? What are the general meanings of the verb get? The general
The general
meanings of
meaning
the
of
verb
the
get
word get
are
are
become
become
and
and
obtain.
obtain.
If you are not sure when to use get, what is it better to do? If you're not sure when to use get, what is it better to do? If I'm not
If I'm
sure
not
when
sure
to
when to
use
use
get,
get,
it's better
it's
to
better
use the
to
other
use
verb
the
with the
verb
same meaning.
with the same meanings.
Very good. Is there a picture on that wall? Is there a picture on that wall? Yes,
Yes,
there's
there's a picture on
on
that
that
wall.
wall. Was there a picture on that wall 3 lessons ago? Was there a picture on that wall 3 lessons ago? Yes,
Yes,
there
there's a
was a
picture on
on
that wall 3 lessons
lessons ago.
ago.
Very good. Were there any books on the table last lesson? Were there any books on the table last lesson? Yes,
Yes,
there
there
were.
are some books
On the table
on the
last lesson.
table last lesson.
Wait, was there a chair in that corner during the last lesson? Was there a chair in that corner during the last lesson? No,
No,
there
there
wasn't.
was a chair. There
In that
wasn't a chair
in
in
that
that
corner
corner
during the last lesson.
during the last lesson.
Wait, were there any chairs on the table last lesson? Were there any chairs on the table last lesson? No, there
No,
weren't
there
any
weren't
chairs on the
any chairs
table
on the
last
table
lesson.
last lesson.
Very good. Okay, what's the opposite of the verb to live? What's the opposite of the verb to live? The
The
opposite of the
opposite
verb
of
to
the
live
verb to
is to
live is
die.
to.
Do most people die before they're 100 years old? Do most people die before they're 100 years old? Yes,
Yes,
most people
most
die
people die
before
before they
they're
are
a
a
hundred.
hundred years old.
When did President Kennedy die? When did President Kennedy die? President
The
Kennedy
President Kennedy
died
died
in
in
1963.
1963.
Very good. Is whiskey a weak drink? Is whiskey a weak drink? No,
No,
whiskey
whiskey
isn't.
isn't a weak drink.
It's a
It's a strong drink.
very good. Are young boys generally physically stronger than men? Are young boys generally physically stronger than men? No,
No,
young
young
boys aren't
boys aren't
generally physically
generally
stronger
physically stronger than
than
men.
men. They're generally
They're
physically
generally
weaker
physically weaker
than
than
men.
men.
Very good. Do you speak English with a strong French accent? Do you speak English with a strong French accent? No, I
No,
don't
I
speak
don't speak
English with a
English
strong
with,
French accent.
with a strong French accent.
I speak
We
it
speak
with
it
a Japanese accent.
with a Japanese accent.
Very good. Does a soldier make a lot of money these days? Does a soldier make a lot of money these days? Yes or no?
No,
Uh,
soldier
doesn't
doesn't
make a lot of
make
money
a lot of
these
money these
days.
days.
Which country do you think has the largest army in the world today? Which country do you think has the largest army in the world today? I think
I think China
has
has
the
the
largest
largest
army
army in
in
the
the
world
world.
today.
Very good. What do we call the clothes that a soldier wear? What do we call the clothes that a soldier wears? We call the
We call
clothes
the
that a
clothes
soldier wears
soldier
a
wear a
uniform.
uniform.
Very good. Okay. Do most children wear uniforms at school in your country? Do most children wear uniforms at school in your country? Yes or no?
Yes,
Most
most
children
children
wear
wear
uniform
uniform
at
at
school.
home
At school
too,
in my
in my
country.
country.
Very good. Is it cheap to build a large house in the country? Is it cheap to build a large house in the country? No, it
No,
isn't
it
cheap
isn't
to
cheap
build
to build
a
a large
large
house
in the
in my
country.
country.
In the
In the
country,
country,
it's expensive.
it's expensive.
Very good. Do you fill your stomach completely when you eat? Do you fill your stomach completely when you eat? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
fill my
feel
stomach
my stomach
completely when I eat.
completely when I eat.
Very good. About how many pages does this book contain? About how many pages does this book contain? That book
That book
contains about.
contains about 100 pages.
Very good. Are you very good at art? Are you very good at art? Yes or no?
No, I'm not
Very good
very
at
good
art.
at art.
Was Picasso a writer or an artist? Was Picasso a writer or an artist? Picasso
Picasso
was
was
an
an artist.
very good. Do you always feel in good health? Do you always feel in good health? Yes or no?
No, I
I
don't
always
always
feel
feel
in good health.
good health.
Very good. Do you feel bad if you eat too much? Do you feel bad if you eat too much? Yes,
Yes,
I
I
feel
feel bad
if
if
I
I eat
eat
too
too
much.
much. Do you feel sad in good weather? Do you feel sad in good weather? No,
No,
I
I don't
don't
feel
feel
sad
sad
in
in
good
good
weather.
weather. I
I
feel
feel
happy
happy in
in
good
good
weather.
weather. Very good. What part of the square? Okay, so let's have this one. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here we go. What part of the square is this? What part of the square is this? It's
It's
the
the
top.
top of the square.
What part of the square is this? What part of the square is this? It's the
It's the
side
side
of the
of the square.
square. What part of the square is this? What part of the square is this? It's the
It's the bottom
bottom
of the
of the
square.
square. Very good. What part of the square is this? What part of the square is this? It's the
It's the
middle
middle
of the
of the
square.
square.
Very good. Where's the letter E? Where's the letter E? The letter
The
E's
letter is
in
in
the
the top
top right hand
right
corner
hand
of the
corner
square.
of the square.
Where's the letter I? Where's the letter I? The letter
The
I's
letter
in
is
the
in the
bottom
bottom
left hand corner
right hand
of the
corner of the
square.
square.
Very good. Where's the letter U? Where's the letter U? The letter
The
U
letter
in the
U
middle of the
middle
square.
of the square.
Very good. Do people drive their cars in the middle of the road? Do people drive their cars in the middle of the road? No.
No,
People don't
people
drive
don't drive
their
a car, their
cars
car
in the middle of the road.
in the middle of the
In
road.
most
In
countries,
most
they
countries,
drive them
they
on
drive
the
their
right hand
car
side
on the right hand
of
side
the road.
of the road.
What's another word for middle? What's another word for middle? Another word for
Another
middle
word
is
for
center.
middle is center.
Very good. Is there anything in the center of this room? Is there anything in the center of this room? Yes or no? There's
Yes, there is
something
something
in the
center of
center.
this room.
Very good. Okay, next. What's your name? What's your name? My
My
name's.
name is Hiro.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Yes,
I'm
I'm sure.
sure. Yes, I'm sure.
How many ears have you? How many ears have you? I've two
2 years.
ears. Are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, I'm
Yes, I'm
sure.
sure.
Very good. Do we generally say please in English at the beginning of a request? Do we generally say please in English at the beginning of a request? No,
No,
we
we
don't
don't
generally
generally
say
say
please in
English
English
at the end of
beginning.
the request.
We
Ah,
say it
we say
at
it
the end
at the end
of
of
the
the request.
request. Very good. Is it polite not to say please when we make a request? Is it polite not to say please when we make a request? No,
No,
it
it
isn't polite
isn't
not to say
right not to
please
say
when we make
please
a
when
request.
we make a
It's
request.
impolite.
It's impolite.
Very good. Next, is this a desk or here we go. Is this a desk or a chair? Is this a desk or a chair? No, it's
No,
neither a
it's
desk
either a
nor a
desk
chair.
or,
It's a
nor a
door.
chair. It's a door.
Very good. Are there 100 chairs in this room or 1,000 chairs? Are there 100 chairs in this room or 1,000 chairs? No, there
No,
are
there
neither
are
100 chairs
neither a
in that
hundred chairs
room
in that
nor a
room
thousand
nor
chairs.
1,000 chairs.
There are three
There
chairs
are three
in that
chairs
room.
in that room.
Very good. Are you Mr. Brown or Mr. Smith? Are you Mr. Brown or Mr. Smith? No, I'm
No,
neither Mr.
neither
Brown
Mr. Brown
nor
nor
Mr.
Mr.
Smith.
Smith.
I'm
I'm here.
very good. Okay, are you always willing to help other people? Are you always willing to help other people? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm
I'm always
always willing
willing
to help other
other
people.
people. Are you willing to give me all the money you have in your pocket at the moment? Are you willing to give me all the money you have in your pocket at the moment? No, I'm
No,
not
I'm
willing
not
to give
willing
you
to
all
give
the
you
money
the
I
money
have
I have
in
in my pocket
at the
at the
moment.
moment.
Very good. Okay, next. What's the pass of leave? What's the pass of leave? The pass of
The
leave
past, I
is
believe,
left.
is left.
What time did you leave home to come here today? What time did you leave home to come here today? I left home
I
at
left home at 8
that's
o'clock
in the evening
in the
to
evening
come here today.
to come here today.
Very good. What's the pass of smell? What's the pass of smell? The
The
pass of
past of
smell
snap is
is
smelt.
smelt. Very good. Did your lunch smell bad yesterday? Did your lunch smell bad yesterday? No,
No,
my
my lunch
lunch
didn't
didn't
smell
smell
bad
bad yesterday.
yesterday.
It
It
smelled
smelled
good.
good.
Very good. Did you learn any new words last week? Did you learn any new words last week? Yes, I
Yes,
learned
I learned
some new
some new
words
words last
last
week.
week. Did you send any emails to your friends last month? Did you send any emails to your friends last month? Yes,
Yes,
I
I
sent
sent some
some
email to
to
my
my.
friends last month.
Did you know me 2 weeks ago? Did you know me 2 weeks ago? Yes,
Yes,
I
I
knew
knew
you.
you 2 weeks ago.
Very good. Okay, did that picture hang on the wall last lesson? Did that picture hang on the wall last lesson? Yes, that
Yes, that
picture
picture
hung on the wall
hung on the
last
wall.
lesson. Did we read these books last week? Did we read these books last week? Yes or no?
Yes,
We read those
we read
books
those books
last
last
week.
week.
Who was the last person you met before coming to the school? Who was the last person you met before coming to the school? My
My wife is the last person
wa-
I met.
was my wife was the
My
last
wife
person
was the last
I
person
met before
I met
coming to the school.
before coming to school.
Did you feel cold last summer? Did you feel cold last summer? No, I
No,
didn't
I
feel
didn't
cold.
feel
Feel
cold
cold last summer.
last summer.
I felt hot.
I felt cold, hot.
Very good. Did you hear me say good evening to you at the beginning of the lesson? Did you hear me say good evening to you at the beginning of the lesson? Yes, I
Yes,
heard you
I
say
heard
good
you say
evening to me
good evening to
at the
me
beginning
at
of the
the
lesson.
beginning of the lesson.
Very good. What did I hold in my hand last lesson? What did I hold in my hand last lesson? You held your
Yes,
pen
you
in
held
your hand
your
last lesson.
hand last lesson.
Very good. What did you bring with you to the lesson today? What did you bring with you to the lesson today? I brought my
I brought
books with
my
me
books
to the
with
lesson
me
today.
to the lesson today.
Very good. Where did you buy your clothes from? Where did you buy your clothes from? I bought my clothes
I
from
bought my clothes from my
from
clothes shop.
clothes shop. Did you go to the pub last month? Did you go to the pub last month? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I went
went
to the
to
pub last
last
month.
month. Who was the last person you shook hands with? Who was the last person you shook hands with?
Taro was the last person
I
I
shook
shook
hands
hands
with.
with.
Very good. What did I say to you at the end of the last lesson? What did I say to you at the end of the last lesson? You said
You
goodbye to
said
me
goodbye to
at the
me
end of the
at
last
the
lesson.
end of the last lesson.
Did you think the last film you saw was a good one? Did you think the last film you saw was a good one? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I,
saw
the
the last
last
film
film
I
I
saw
saw
was a good
was
one.
very good. Did you think English pronunciation was difficult when you first began studying English? Did you think English pronunciation was difficult when you first began studying English? Yes, I
Yes,
thought
I thought
English
English
pronunciation was
pronunciation
difficult
was
when I first
difficult when
began
I first began
studying
studying
English. Did
English.
your parents teach you to wash and dress when you were a child? Did your parents teach you to wash and dress when you were a child? Yes or no?
Yes, my
My parents
parents
taught
taught me
me to
to
wash and
wash
dress
and
when
dress
I
when
was
I
a
was.
child. Okay, very good. Okay, next. Which is quicker, a bicycle or a motorbike? Which is quicker, a bicycle or a motorbike? A
A
motorbike is
motorbike
quicker
is
than a
quicker than a bicycle.
very good. What's a bike? What's a bike? A bike
A
is
bike
either a
is
bicycle
either a
or a
bicycle
motorbike.
or a motorbike.
Very good. Did you make any mistake in your last dictation? Did you make any mistake in your last dictation? Yes,
Yes,
I made
I
some
made some
mistakes
mistakes
in my
in my
last.
last dictation.
Do you ever mistake the word work, walk for work when you hear it? Do you ever mistake the word walk for work when you hear it? Yes,
Yes,
I
I
sometimes
sometimes
mistake the
mistake
word walk for
the
work
word work for work
when I hear it.
when I hear it.
Very good. Okay, next, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're listening
You
to
are
something.
listening something.
Very good. I am listening, but can I hear anything? I am listening, but can I hear anything? Yes, you can
Yes,
hear
you can
something.
hear something.
What can I hear? What can I hear? You can hear the
You can
cars
hear
in the
the
street,
car in the street,
etc.
etc.
Did you hear the news on the radio yesterday? Did you hear the news on the radio yesterday? Yes or no?
No, I
I
didn't hear the news on the
on the
radio
radio
yesterday.
yesterday. Very good. Okay. How often do they give the news on the radio each day? How often do they give the news on the radio each day? They give the
They
news
give the
about
news about 3 times
on the radio each
on the
day.
radio each day.
Very good. Okay, next. Do you listen to the same radio station all the time? Do you listen to the same radio station all the time? Yes or no?
No,
I
I didn't listen.
I don't listen.
I don't
to
listen
the
to
same
the same
radio
radio
station all
station
the
all the
time?
time.
Where do you ever feel ill? Do you ever feel ill? But you will answer that next lesson. Okay, very good, dude. Thank
Okay.
you very much. Here, see you again. Good night.
See you
Yeah,
again.
bye bye.